Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, you guys. I'm on here like 3 minutes early. Giving everybody time to get on here. Happy Sunday. How's it going? If you can hear me and see me clearly, let me know, you guys. If you can hear me and see me, let me know. Let me know. I just came on here a few minutes early just to make sure everything is working correctly. Make sure audio, visual, everything is, everything. Shout out to everybody who came to the masterclass on Thursday. It was so good. I think that was one of my best masterclasses ever. I enjoy all of them, but that one was like really good, honestly. I think Zoom said we had like 264 people at the masterclass on Thursday. So shout out to everybody there. A couple minutes early, making sure everything is working. Everybody can see me clearly. Happy Sunday if you're coming in here. I am finishing up my letters that go out tomorrow. Welcome everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Today's our last day of spring break here. So tomorrow we have school. So welcome. Come in. If you can hear me and see me clearly, let me know. Let me know. Make sure everything is working correctly. If you can hear me and see me. We will get started here shortly. I just wanted to finish those letters. Let me know if you can hear me, see me clearly, because I don't even want to talk about the WIFI, So, hello from hot Atlanta. From hot Atlanta. Georgia. You can hear Boss Lady B, you can hear me and see me clearly, right? All is well. How are you? Welcome everybody. Happy Sunday. Like I said, happy Sunday. I'm finishing up these letters so they can go out tomorrow. As you all know, when they come back, because they all, not all of them, but some of them will come back. So I always just reuse them. I take them out of the letter, put them in a new envelope, and keep it pushing and get rid of the old envelope. So welcome. Okay, good. We can see and hear me clearly. Great. So we will get started here, right now because it's 8 o'clock, I try to come on here early just to, make sure everything is working correctly. Welcome, Coach Jay. Good to see you from Memphis, Tennessee, and Houston, Texas. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Let's jump in. It is 8 o'clock, and it is Sunday. So, again, shout out to everybody. Oh, yay. I'm glad you came. That was like one of my favorite. I said that. I was like, that was one of my favorite master classes that I've ever done. And I was trying to think of why I felt like it was I don't know. I just felt like it was just good. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I've gotten so many emails and everybody was like, that was so good. I was like, yes, I thought so too. So thank you, you guys. Shout out to everybody that came. I hope you learned a lot. The replay is up. It's on YouTube, so you can watch the replay in case you weren't there live, or in case it was just so good you got to watch it again. You know what I mean? If it was so good and you just had to watch it again, the replay is up. So, okay, let's jump in. So, you guys, let me do the intro because I will start talking and forget that I didn't even do the introduction. So, you guys, I'm Ashley Pickens. I'm here in Memphis, Tennessee, you guys. I've been in real estate since 2006 as a real estate agent, as a real estate broker. So yeah, 18 years. This will be my 18th year in the real estate industry. So, and now I'm an auctioneer, right? I'm still a realist. I still have my real estate license, but most people know me as an auctioneer. I auction off foreclosures for the attorneys, for the banks, right? So I auction here in Shelby County, which is Memphis. I auction in parts of Mississippi, and sometimes I go to Nashville. And I'm in like the little rural counties a lot of times. So I'm the one that says going once, going twice, sold. That is me. at the courthouse is where I always am. I'm never at the people's house, right? I know it shows on TV sometimes like that people are auctioning at the actual property. Y'all, I'm never at the property, right? That's kind of dangerous, honestly. So I started making videos and trying to teach people about auctions and where to find them, how to buy them, all kinds of stuff. And that's where most people know me for. So you guys, and I just like to come on here on Sundays and talk and share foreclosure information. Happy Sunday, Jen. So I love to know where you're from. If you are here and you are not shy and want to tell me where you're from, I love to see where everybody's from. We always have Atlanta representing. We always have Florida, you know, a lot of times California. So just tell me where you're from. I'm here in Memphis, you guys. I'm in Memphis. So let's talk about foreclosure numbers came out. I just posted a video on Instagram about the latest foreclosure numbers for February. Now, like I always say, you guys, I really don't believe these numbers, honestly. These numbers, you know what I mean? But I think these numbers might be kind of true, but I think it's a lot of people who are behind on their mortgage that just are not in foreclosure, right? The banks have not filed on them. So these might be the numbers of people actually in foreclosure. But I think if we look at the numbers of people who are actually behind on their mortgage, totally different story, right? Welcome from Missouri. Missouri, look, I'm like, Missouri, are you on the list here? Anytime somebody says a city or a state, I'm always like, let me see if they're on the foreclosure list, right? So let's talk about, look, we'll talk about all of them. I printed this out, but I'm like, let me find the first page. So of course, I'm here. Let's talk about foreclosures, auctions, and everything in between, and the distressed real estate market. You guys, I posted like a lot of auction properties on Instagram today, and a lot of them are like multi-family buildings, right? Like it was like some fourplexes. There was like small apartment complexes. Y'all, watch the commercial market. Watch the commercial market. Let me say that. So for the month of February, you guys, lenders repossessed. That means, okay, so don't forget, during the foreclosure process, the foreclosure is usually 3 steps, right? Yes, you saw Paris, like in a lot we're in Atlanta, right? Welcome from Maryland. Isn't that like the DMV kind of? Yeah. Welcome. 4 steps to the foreclosure process, right? We've got the notice of default is filed. That's the start of the process. Then we have an auction scheduled, and then the bank repossesses the property, right? So those are the 3 steps to the foreclosure process. Hi from Maryland, right? Yep. I tell you my stories. I post them all in my Instagram stories. Somebody just reached out and was like, what about Savannah, Georgia? So then I just posted some Savannah, Georgia auctions real quick. So for the month of February, lenders repossessed 3,397 properties. These are also known as REO properties. If you came to the masterclass, then you know what an REO property is. If you did not come to the masterclass, you can watch the replay, you guys. Check out the replay. It's already up on YouTube. Boom. You won't feel left out. You can watch it. So, Canada, welcome Canada. Y'all's real estate market is heated there too. I'm so country. Y'all's real estate market, I'm so country. Goodness. Paris, you came to the masterclass. I hope you enjoyed it. So let me get back on track, you guys. A little over 3,000 properties were repossessed in February. That means the bank took them back. They became REO properties. So states on the top REO list, we got Georgia. No, hold on. Let me go down. States, it's so many numbers. Let me make sure I get it right. South Carolina. Y'all, I don't know what's going on in South Carolina. We need to figure out what's going on in South Carolina. It's like 1.3 million for a house in Toronto. And is it even a big house, right? You know, like in California, 1.3 million is like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath house, you know? So South Carolina is up 51%. Missouri, I knew you were on the list. Missouri is up 50%. Pennsylvania is up 46%. Texas is up 7%. And Indiana is up 0.8% when it comes to REO properties. Now, states with the highest foreclosure rates. That's the video I just posted on Instagram, right? So it says 1 in every 4,200 houses are in foreclosure. Y'all, back during the crash, it was like 1 in 10. 1 in 10. Isn't that crazy? 1 in 10, like back in 2008. 1 in 10 had a foreclosure filing on it. So, states with the highest foreclosure rates were South Carolina, Delaware, Florida, Ohio, and Connecticut. If you go up north more country, I bought 15 acres only. See, that's more like it. Those prices are more like Memphis prices. So, Connecticut is the last one. Now, let's talk about the cities with the highest foreclosure rates right now. Columbia, this is where South Carolina came in, you guys. Columbia, South Carolina, Spartanburg, South Carolina, and Florence, South Carolina. And then also on that list is Lakeland, Florida, and Merced, California. Merced, is that how you say it? M-E-R-C-E-D, Merced. I'm probably pronouncing it all wrong, but those are those cities. And the bigger cities, Orlando, Florida. Y'all, Florida is going through it right now. I'm sure everybody has seen that they have reassessed taxes. And I think that's going to happen to a lot of places. It just depends on how often they reassess your taxes, right? So people in Florida are saying their mortgage went up. One lady said $3,000. I saw somebody else say their mortgage went up $1,000 because they just reassessed taxes. Somebody else commented that their mortgage was like $2,900. No, I think it was like $2,400 and it went up to like $3,700. Y'all, that's insane. That's insane, honestly. That means probably more for, because who can hold, like most people can't afford their mortgage going up $1,000. Let's be honest, right? Not right now when people are losing jobs. You better keep an eye on Florida. My eye is always on Florida. Let's just be honest. So, cities with the highest foreclosure rates: Orlando, Florida, Cleveland, Ohio, Riverside, California, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Miami, Florida. Miami is on all these lists. I know it's the hot spot right now and everybody's moving to Miami, or everybody loves Miami. I don't know. Are people really moving? I mean, the big, who just moved? Like Jeff Bezos just moved to Miami. But I mean, I feel like people go to Miami and party, you know, like that's a vacation spot. But are people really moving to Miami? I don't know. I want a beach house, but I don't want to live in Miami, right? You know what I mean? So, lenders started the foreclosure process on 22,000 properties in February, up over 10%. So, that's the first step in foreclosure. That notice of default, you get behind 3 months, the lender files a foreclosure notice on you. But right now, it's like more than 3 months. These people are behind like a year and 2 years, right? So, states that saw the greatest number of foreclosure starts in February. We have Florida with 2,732 new foreclosures. Thank you. I appreciate that. California, 2,730 foreclosure starts. Texas, 2,694 foreclosure starts. New York with 1,289 new foreclosures. And Ohio with 1,097 foreclosure starts. I appreciate that, the king of clutter. So those are the states with the highest, with the most new foreclosures that banks are foreclosing on right now. New foreclosure starts. Cities, we've got New York City, we've got Houston, Texas, Los Angeles, California, Chicago, Illinois, in Miami, Florida. So Miami's at the top of the overall foreclosures, and it's at the top of new foreclosures. Well, it's like in the top 5. It's been in the top 5 for like the last, definitely all year. I think, I would say probably the last 3 or 4 months, Miami has been in the top 5 for cities with the most foreclosures. I better watch out. I don't know. And when they start assessing those taxes, you guys, that can put somebody over the deep end. I'm telling you, right? If your mortgage goes up $1,000, like, who can handle that? Who can handle that, right? So, did I name everything? REO, did I say all the REO properties? North Carolina, South Carolina. Yeah, Chicago. Okay, so REOs, these are properties, you know what an REO is, properties that do not sell at the auction, right? So cities with the most REOs right now, Chicago, Illinois is at the top of the list. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania with 182. New York City with 173 REOs. Don't forget, these are properties that you can use financing with, you guys. Unlike at the auction, you have to pay cash. REO, you're dealing with the bank. You can use financing, right? We talked about this. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with 105 REOs, and Detroit, Michigan. Good old Detroit is always on the list. Always on the list. So that is what we have going on right now across the country with REOs, with foreclosures, starts, all of that. Did I tell y'all HUD's report came out and we're like 4.4 million homeowners behind on their mortgage? Of course, I don't believe that number. I think it's probably closer to 6, 7, or 8 million people behind on their mortgage. But, you know, again, HUD's report is a housing survey. It's not actually talking to the loan servicers, right? I always say if they talk to loan servicers, those numbers would look completely different, right? So everybody govern yourselves accordingly. Govern yourselves accordingly. Make sure your credit is together. I shared on the masterclass, you know, I went to, if y'all were there, Fannie Mae's site. I run my words together like, I don't know. Fannie Mae's site, right? And it showed different industries or different things that Fannie Mae, you know, uses, like landscaping and trash out and cleaning crews and eviction crews. I shared that on that live, on that masterclass. So during a distressed market, you guys, there's a lot of industries or a lot of jobs that could open up. Govern yourselves accordingly is all I'm saying. Cleaning crews, trash out crews. I can't remember everything that was on that list, but they were like eviction, general contractors, things like that. Things that the bank will need, you know, that they need. So I'm sure Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, all of those need those. So get your life together. Get your life together, right? I also said, you guys, Cash App is not a professional form of payment. No, say no to Cash App. I mean, you can do it in your personal life, but don't do it with the bank, right? When the bank is like, how do we pay you? We're not saying $, Cash App, $, thick thighs, 1990. We're not doing that, you guys. You better get you a Stripe account and get your life together, right? So a lot of industries, there will be a lot of industries that are needed during a, I'm not going to say recession, but I will say a downturn. If foreclosures were to pick up, banks will need a variety of different things. Landscaping, cleaning crews, trash out crews, general contractors, things like that. That's right. Right. Professional, you guys. The bank has to keep a paper trail, right? They're not going to be, you can be like, I don't have a checking account. Can you pay me cash? It's the bank, you guys. It's not your cousin, right? So all I'm going to say is get your paperwork together, okay? So you can come correct. And go look now because you can kind of figure out what the process is, right? See, before everybody runs and, you know, tries to have a cleaning crew. You know what I mean? I was going to look real quick to see what it was for you, the industries. But we better hope my Wi-Fi, you know, my Wi-Fi have a mind of its own. So let's see if I can tell you what they were again. A friend of mine said that they had like, during the last housing crash, that they had a friend that did trash outs, like a clean out crew, and made a killing doing like trash outs and clean outs for the bank. I'm telling you, you better get in where you fit in is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So let's see if I can find where the list of things that But it's on Fannie Mae's site. If I can't find it, you guys, y'all go look and see. I said it in the masterclass. So go watch the replay of the masterclass, right? Oh, so I did post in my stories on Instagram that Pear says she just saw. It is a lot of multifamily buildings going up for auction. Like go look on my stories on Your Agent Ashley on Instagram once we get off of here and see what I'm saying. Like I put the address in and it was coming up like it was a fourplex. There's a 10-unit building that's up for auction. There's another, I think it was a couple of fourplexes that are up for auction in Atlanta, well, Georgia area, you guys. So I don't know. I guess maybe, I don't know, you guys. I feel like rental it's from California, Redondo Beach hat. So you would think it would be easy to rent properties out, right? But I guess, because I'm always trying to think, like, maybe if you're trying to charge rent too high, right? If your rent is too high, maybe people will not rent, right? So that leaves you with a vacancy. But I guess, I don't know, people charge rent according to their mortgage payment, you would think. Now, there are some landlords that are busting heads, right? Just because they can, right? But I don't know. I guess if I was like, it's just strange sometimes to see like fourplexes and 10-unit buildings in foreclosure. And I'm like, is it because, well, maybe, they might look like a mess on the inside, right? But I feel like you could find a tenant. Well, at least, maybe that's just because I live in Memphis. You guys, Memphis is a huge rental city. Almost 60% of our city rents, right? We are a huge rental city. So if it's something up for rent, it's going to be rented out, right? That's just how it is here. But I guess in other places, maybe rent, like it's not as in demand as it is here in Memphis, right? Because it always just surprises me when I see like apartment buildings or duplexes or triplexes up for foreclosure, right? Because I'm like, well, here in Memphis, somebody always need a place to rent. Like you can get on Facebook and somebody has like taken a picture of a for rent sign. And they were like, I was driving down Poplar and I saw a for rent sign in case somebody needs it. Like that's how it is here. But I guess it's not like that everywhere, right? And I guess if you're trying to charge like an arm and a leg for rent, then you'd probably have a lot of vacancies. I don't know. It's just mind blowing to me. I don't know. I think I would just lower the rent. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. So, but I was trying to find the list of, y'all tell me how it is where y'all, I know rent is high everywhere, but like it's a demand here in Memphis for rental properties, like a demand. Well, it's probably, that's not a good thing. It's probably because like a lot of people just can't qualify to buy a house either, It's not a good thing that we have a lot of renters. Like we were ranked the #1 investor playground for Wall Street Journal because we have such a large rental market, like 60%, right? And our real estate is super inexpensive compared to the rest of the country here in Memphis. So, I don't know, but I guess everywhere is different, right? But I was trying to find this list. Was it Fannie Mae? I felt like, I don't know, you guys. But moving right along, once I figure it out, I'll share it with you. But I also shared, if you're an agent, REO Network is a great place if you're trying to work with banks or become like a listing agent for a bank. REO Network is a great place to start and get on their mailing list. Someone told me that if you get there, I think they have a membership on REO Network, get on there and join, and I don't know how often they do, but partner you with banks, you guys. So REO Network, don't say I never told you anything, okay? So let's talk about these numbers from HUD, okay? So it says approximately 5.39% or 4.45 million homeowner households were behind on their mortgage in February. 4.45 million. It's up from this time last year, you guys. Up from this time last year. So everybody's always like, when are the foreclosures coming? When do you think they're coming, Ashley? You guys, I don't know. I think, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they put another like assistance or moratorium. I think when people start really losing their houses and it becomes a big thing, like when the news starts showing people being evicted from their houses, then they might put like another moratorium or stop it, because you know it's an election year, right? So nobody wants a foreclosure wave on their record, right? So keep that in mind. But I mean, you can't kick the can forever, right? Rent is very high in Georgia as well, but I don't know the percentage. I got you. I can imagine. I could see Georgia being like high rental too. Um, so what was I gonna say? Foreclosures. So keep in mind, VA foreclosures end. That extension ends at the end of May. So then VA veterans will be, be able to be foreclosed on again. I think they said 4% of VA loans are delinquent right now, whereas 10% of FHA loans are delinquent right now, which is crazy, right? And when I hear 10%, I'm like, it's probably higher than that. Let's be honest, right? So a lot of people are saying like June. A lot of people are predicting more banks to collapse here. We'll see. Even Jerome said he expects some more banks to collapse, especially based on commercial real estate. And y'all know what's going on in commercial. So Jerome even said, let's expect there to be some more bank failures based on commercial real estate. Because a lot of these, so they said 70% of commercial loans are held in smaller banks, right? And that's who's really struggling right now. And we've got 900 billion commercial loans coming due this year. 900 billion. With a B, billion. From Miami. Welcome from Miami. We were just talking about you and your foreclosure rates and your foreclosure starts. That y'all are on the top of the list with foreclosures down there in Miami. In Florida in general. So we'll see, you guys. But like I always say, foreclosures waves, they last for years, right? Like anything we even see this year is just a start. Like it's just a trickle. It's not even like the faucet's not even on yet, honestly. Like this will be nothing compared to what will come in the coming years, okay? So just know it takes a while. It's it's a process when it comes to foreclosures. It's always a lag. People go through modifications. They'll get like a forbearance. You know what I mean? It's a lag when it comes to foreclosures. So, I said that before. 2008, the market crashed. We didn't see the peak of foreclosures until 2009, 2010. So, just know that, right? Know that. So that means govern yourselves accordingly. Get your credit right. You know what I mean? Pay down all the debt. Get off these little Klarna and pay-as-you-go plans. Pay off all of that, okay? So your credit can be ready to go. Because most people's credit are going to be shot. Let's say that. Everybody's maxed out on credit cards. If you get behind on a mortgage payment, there goes your credit. But you can always fix it, you guys. Like, I don't want you to feel like my credit's bad and I can't do better. Just do better. Like, just start paying on time. Do what you got to do, right? So we can all capitalize when the market turns. That's the plan. That's the plan for everybody on this channel, okay? For us to become wealthy off of real estate. I think that, are we all in agreement on this? To all become wealthy from real estate, right? So, boom. Prepare now. Govern yourselves accordingly. So, what was I saying? 4.45 million homeowners are behind on their mortgage payments. It says that 1.08 million homeowners feared foreclosure was imminent in the next 2 months. But you know me, I'm always like, if 4 million people are behind on their mortgage, don't 4 million people fear foreclosure? That's why you can't trust these surveys, right? You cannot. And again, I think the numbers are double. They got 4.4. I bet it's closer to like 6, 7, maybe 8 million people that are behind on their mortgage. I've said this before. Like, because I talk to people in foreclosure all the time. The least amount I have seen is $17,000 of somebody being past due on their mortgage that has called me. The most I have seen is $76,000 past due. You know how many years you got to be behind to be $76,000 behind? So, but I get it though, you know, right? Like people have not really had to pay their mortgage in like 4 years, right? COVID has covered a ton of people. So, you know, if you haven't paid your mortgage in 2 years or 3 years, that adds up, let me tell you. So somebody called me last week, 2 people last week, and they were both like 20,000, 21,000 past due. So I have never, to this day, you guys, I have never had anybody call me that's 3 months past due. You know, and 3 months is that period where the bank files foreclosure on you. Like after you get behind 3 months, they file the foreclosure, boom. Nobody has ever called me 3 months behind. When they call me, they're behind like 9 months, 12, a year, 2 years. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, I think, I mean, if you want to work foreclosures, I absolutely think that you should. A lot of y'all are like, where do you get information? I want to start talking about foreclosures in my area. I absolutely think you should. If y'all start making foreclosure videos, I will share them. I support you. Look, I support you. I'm your auction mama. I support you. If you want to start working foreclosures and sharing numbers, and, you know, I'm telling you, people are interested in it. I had no idea that people were so interested in the distressed real estate market until I started sharing videos. So I encourage you all, especially in your market, you know, share. People want to know. Absolutely. Share and ask me and I'll help you as much as I can. So those are February numbers. What else, you guys? I don't know what the masterclass is going to be on next month. Y'all ask me what masterclass is at the masterclass, and I have no idea. I haven't even thought about April's masterclass, you guys. I don't know. I have no idea. I know auctions are picking up. You know what I mean? So I try to do classes and share everything that I can with y'all when I have time, right? Like, I do my best. Like, I come on here on Sundays and try to talk to you, but when I master classes and coming up with the ideas, and I don't know, I'll have to see. I have to see what y'all want me to talk about. But I have a minute. Let me recover from the last one, even though it was so good. The replay is on YouTube, you guys. Watch the replay. It's on YouTube. All of my replays are on YouTube. So if you missed them, you guys, like I did a tax lien, tax deed. I did REO versus auctions. I did an auction 101 masterclass. And then this last one was all about REOs, right? All of them are on YouTube. You can watch them. You can watch them. Okay, you guys? So if you missed it, no worries. Just look for it and under my videos. You can watch it and feel like you're in person. That's what you can do. So what else, you guys? Do y'all have any questions? Hello. Welcome, everybody. Shout out to everybody who was mailing letters, you guys. It's so funny. I didn't realize that people wanted to know about the letters that I mailed. Like, you know, it's like I just do something for so long. Like, I've always mailed, I've always marketed, even when I was a real estate agent, right? Like, I always, if I got a new listing, I would mail to like the closest 100 people to that house, and I would send them a letter and say like, coming soon, right? And if you want to list yours, let me know. I've always done that. Like, when I sold a house, I mail to the 100 people who lived around them and was like, this house just sold. Like, you just got a new neighbor. That's what I used to say. I'm like, you just got a new neighbor. You know, this house sold. Let me know if if you're interested in learning about, if you want to learn about the value of your house. Like, I've always mailed, always. So when I started mailing foreclosures, you guys, I didn't, I never knew it's, but I would always post that I'm mailing, and then people were like, well, what are you mailing? What are the letters? And I'm like, oh, y'all want to know this? I just do it. So, but shout out to everybody. I think like almost over 100 people have got the letters, like, are mailing. I just say, be consistent, lead with love, It works, but lead with love. Don't mail them being harassing, right? Amato in Miami. Amato, I have not sent you those people's information on the funding, right? You got a question regarding your career. Please help. Do you want to ask the question? I'm scared to even ask, right? I hope it's real estate. Amato, I'm going to respond. Email me in the morning, Amato. Email me and say, Ashley, tell me who the people are who can finance in Florida. That's what I want you to say. Because I meant to email you back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you are in Miami, and I remembered, and when you just popped up, I was like, dang it, I forgot to. Email me first thing in the morning, and I will send it straight to you. Tim and Kelly are their names, out of Florida. Investment, finance people, they will fund you. I got you. I will send you their information. I will do an email introduction with everybody on it. Boom. I will do that for you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. So, shout out to everybody who is mailing or door knocking or cold calling or everything Tampa. Got you. Okay. That is out here, you know, trying, because I know it's a little slow in the real estate world right now. I keep up with what's going on the, you know, I'm on the investment side. Look, I act like it's a whole different planet over here. You know, I'm on the investment side. I'm not really on the residential side anymore. But I'm seeing what's going on, like with the commissions and all that kind of stuff. So I know it's a little, you know, right now on the real estate, on the residential side. I will say that. So people are going to have to work now. Let me say that. People are going to have to, I'm not saying people weren't working, but I'm saying you really going to have to work now, right? Especially with the interest rates where they are and everything that's going on in the market. And now the commission issue. You know, things are getting interesting. Let me say that. The soup is getting spicy. Let me say that. It absolutely is. So, I don't know. I don't know what's to come. Do you have scripts for cold calling? Tanisha, you sent that to me. And I'm going to respond to your email today. I loved your email. Thank you. I appreciate you coming. Yes, I was going to send you. I really shouldn't say it on this. But, yeah, I'm going to send you a video and a script. That was my plan when I got off here, is to send you a video and some scripts for for that. And so I don't really cold call, right? Like, that's not my thing. But I get that a lot of people do cold call, and sometimes in the mentorship, I'll like have people come in and kind of practice with the people in the mentorship that do cold call. Were you just watching it? Okay. But we had one session, and I will send you that too. I'll send both of those to you. So I do, and I plan on making scripts. I got a probate script, and I need to do a foreclosure script. I have one where again, like, I don't cold call, right? But when people call me, there's kind of a level of questions that I go into, especially if you're in foreclosure, things like that, things that I want to know about the property and the flow of the conversation. So I got you, girl. I'm sorry. I saw your email and it was so nice. I was like, that's so nice. So, and I had it in my mind earlier when I went to get my coffee. I was like, I'm going to send her this video, and I'm going to send her this PDF that I have. I'm going to send it to you. I got you. Amato, you just watch the REO masterclass from Thursday? Y'all, they said it was like 264 people in there. Isn't that crazy? 264 people. That was like my biggest masterclass ever. But it was good. Like, I felt that was one of the masterclasses where I was like, oh, that was my best one. Like, I really enjoyed it. And maybe it's because I like the topic, right? Y'all want me to talk about tax liens and tax deeds, and I really don't know about tax liens and tax deeds. But I make masterclasses for y'all. But when it comes to like REOs and auctions, like, that's me. That's my jam, right? Like, I know those things. So, like, I enjoy talking about them. Oh, sorry. Y'all, Siri is talking to me. Okay, sorry, Siri. Okay. Siri was talking to me. So, I hope you enjoyed Amato. You guys, what time is it? We've been going about 40 minutes. Do y'all have any questions for me? Oh, I was saying that I hope everybody, if you're mailing, you got to do it consistently, right? You got to be consistent. I just came out with the probate bundle for probate attorneys. If you're mailing homeowners that are in probate or heirship, right? I just came out with that one. I'm working on a vacant property and an abandoned property bundle for you all. Driving for dollars kind of bundle because y'all need that too. I know y'all are on me about that. Um, it's so many things y'all are on me about, right? Like door hangers. Y'all want door hangers. But I try to do it for you all. Everything comes from, like, I only intended to do like foreclosure letters, right? So I put the foreclosure letters out. Then somebody was like, do you have probate letters? So then I made probate letters, right? So then somebody was like, do you have, Javier was like, do you have door hangers? And I'm like, let me try to make some door hangers, right? So it's like everything stems from something else. And I always try to help y'all because I'm like, I mean, if I don't help you, who's gonna help you, right? So if I can help you do it, I'm absolutely going to do that. Look, I got a paper here, which y'all always remind me. So I know a lot of y'all are here for auctions too, and I have not talked to anything about auctions, right? So the number one question, if you've been here before, you already know what I'm about to say. As soon as I pick up this paper, you know what I'm about to say, right? I can tell my homeboy who inherited his father's home and paid off, but obviously in the state of Maryland, you still have to go through probate. Oh, do you? Was there a will with it? Do you know, like, did they have a will or there was no will? You know, sometimes that determines what's going on. Or if it's like siblings or more than one person, or you know what I mean. It can be a headache, especially if there's no will. So, you guys, everybody who asks me, where do you find foreclosures? Where do you find auction properties? Boom. You guys, I always say, if somebody says look in the paper, you're looking for the public notice, right? That's what you're looking for. They're usually in the smaller papers. It's that notice, what did I say? Foreclosure, there's 3 steps to foreclosure, right? The notice of default, the auction is scheduled, and then the bank repossesses the property. The notice of default, or that auction announcement, is in the paper, okay? So that's what people mean when they say look in the paper. But there's other ways. You can Google the public notices. Like, I live in Shelby County public notices. You can go that way, look that route. You can check auction.com, right? Auction.com is like a great resource, you guys. I don't know why y'all won't get on auction.com. Auction.com is a great resource. Just put in your county, see what's up for auction. You guys have always said this. You can talk to the homeowner all the way up until that auction, right? All the way up until the auction, you talk to the homeowner. After the auction, you talk to the bank, okay? So, go to auction.com. If they have an auction in April, you can reach out to them, you guys. You can reach out to them. It'd be better for them to sell it themselves than for it to come to the auction and like I sell it, right? So that's what I'm saying. You can go be nice and talk to them and see if they're willing to sell it to you instead of let it go to auction, right? I put y'all on PropWire at the masterclass. PropWire. PropWire. PropWire.com. It's free. You can filter it by probate, pre-foreclosures, auctions, high equity. What else? Absentee, intra-family transfer, which is like heirship properties. Tired landlords. You can filter it by all those different distressed filters and put your city in, and it will populate you a list, you guys. And you can find them like that in your city. PropWire.com. Everybody with me? Also, you can skip trace on there. Prior to tonight's lab, learning how to read everything. Thank you, Paris, for listening to me. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for hearing me and then putting it into action. That's what I like. That's what I like. Listen and then put it in execute, right? So PropWire. You can also skip trace on PropWire. Y'all, I heard some girl on Instagram, she was saying, trying to tell people how to find distressed properties, and she said, and then you can skip trace for 99 cents. I was like, who skip tracing for 99 cents? Nobody, right? PropWire, I think you can skip trace for 10 cents, right? 10 cents. 99 cents? Who's doing that? Unless it's just one number that you want really badly, right? But that's ridiculous amount. No. No, right? So PropWire is another great place, and it's free. If you know what PropStream is, it is exactly like PropStream, but it's free. PropWire, it's free. That's a great place to find properties. So, what else, you guys? I don't know, you guys. Y'all, oh, auctions. This is a big week for, I think, LA this week, Arizona. I saw a lot of Mississippi. We got a lot in Shelby County this week, so I will probably be busy on Friday. I'll try to get some footage for y'all. We got quite a few going up for auction this week on Friday in Mississippi. So we'll just see where I am this week. And that's why I keep saying, you guys, I want to continue the mentorship and all this in master classes. But if my schedule gets ridiculous, you guys, I just can't do it. Right? So, but with the mentorship, even if I discontinue it, I will put something in its place, right? I'll make a self-paced course or something like that. I'm just not going to leave you high and dry, right? I'm not going to leave you high and dry. So, of course, all the links to the replays, to the freebies, like the websites, everything is down below, you guys. All my stuff is in one spot. You just click on it, it takes you right there to it. Okay, all of it, one spot, boom. The letters, the auction accelerator course, everything one spot. Okay, I try to keep everything where they need to be. So, what else? What was I gonna say about auctions, you guys? Don't start. I don't know what my subscribers do, but you guys. Oh, don't forget my favorite top 3 movies, you guys. I haven't mentioned them in a while, you guys. 99 Homes, which is really good. I should have said it on the masterclass, but I forgot to say it. 99 Homes, The Inside Job, and The Big Short, right? Those are like great movies to learn about the real estate crash, right? Those are like really good movies. And I always like it when you tell me you watch them because I like to talk about them, right? So I'm looking at Georgia's auction list. Now they already have auctions already scheduled for June. For June, you guys. They already have auctions scheduled for June. So that just lets me know when these veterans come out of that foreclosure extension, they are probably going right into foreclosure, which is sad because we shouldn't do our veterans like that. But when I see auctions being already scheduled for June, they ready, Paris. They ready already. June 4th, they got, because you know they only auction once a month in Georgia. They already got June 4th scheduled, May 7th scheduled. So that's why I say, you guys, homeowners, I feel like, I mean, sometimes I have homeowners come on here, but if you know somebody who's behind on their mortgage, you need to tell them, like, you need to talk to your bank. Do not ignore people. Do not ignore the bank. Do not ignore your mail. Do not ignore phone calls, because they will take your house. Like, there is nothing preventing the bank from not taking your house right now. COVID protection ended in November. There is nothing stopping the banks from foreclosing on you right now. And the way Fannie Mae is selling off their loans, they got buyers. Clearly they have buyers that will buy up these loans. So that's why I'm like, will we even see some of them the way they just sell the notes, like Fannie Mae selling their notes to hedge funds? We'll see. Craziness. So if you're out here helping the people, help the people, because these banks are foreclosing on them. I promise they are. And struggling. Between commercial real estate, between homeowners not paying their mortgage, and between mortgage applications being down, real estate market being dried up. The real estate market has dried up. Those 3 factors alone these banks are struggling right now. So I feel like if they know that they can sell your house, right, and make some money, that's what they're going to do, right? They got it. I mean, it's not like people open up checking accounts and savings accounts right now. Every time I go to the bank, it's empty. I pulled up to the bank the other day and it was like only 1 line open. You know, when you go through the drive-thru and it's like 3, it was like 1 line. I was like, where is everybody at the bank? Right? But the way they laying off these jobs, Maybe they could only afford to have one line open. So, I don't know. Govern yourselves accordingly, you guys. So, we are. You're right, we are. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But look, everybody on this channel, we're getting our lives together. And we're trying to get our credit right and save money and get ready for the deals when they come. Okay? Period. You guys, I don't know. What else? I got any more questions? Usually y'all have a lot of questions and I'm just talking, but I don't know. It's our last day on spring break here, so we got to go back to school tomorrow. So my child is not happy about that. So thank you, you guys. And I've got to finish doing my letters. Boom. My letters go out tomorrow. Tomorrow's mail out Monday for me. I feel like every day is like mail out for me because I mail every single day almost. So I've got to finish doing this. If you're doing your letters, do them. If you need the letters, all the links are down below. You know what I mean? Any books that I recommend. Gosh, I've got so many books. Let's see, you guys. Let's see what I got back here on my shelf. So, Joe, I know a lot of y'all like Bigger Pockets, right? Like, I'm a Bigger Pockets fan too. So I have like a bunch of their books. I have their multifamily millionaire book. How far in are you into the mentorship? So, you know, a lady just joined last week out of Florida, out of Jacksonville, Florida. She just joined. So, I mean, you come in, you get that one initial meeting. Y'all, your one-on-one meeting lasts like an hour and a half. I can't even lie. I'm like, it'll be a 30-minute meeting. No, because you know I can talk, right? First of all, I can talk. So I get on there. Your first meeting is me figuring out where you live. We find out where your foreclosures are, like your public notices. I get a feel for everything with you. It usually, I swear, it's supposed to last like 30 minutes. I guess I could make it last 30 minutes, but I talk, right? So it usually lasts like an hour. And it's just me figuring out where you are, what your goals are, you know, what area you want to take over, and me helping you find your foreclosures and everything in your area. And then you come in on Wednesday night and, you know, I teach and we talk and we go over marketing methods and all that kind of stuff. So people just come in whenever they come in. And it's 6 weeks. It's supposed to be 6 weeks, but if Danita was on here, Danita been in the mentorship like 3 months. So, you know, I don't care. You know, you just come in and you stay. So, multifamily millionaire for, I just try to help the people. You know what I mean? Because I know everybody out here busting y'all's heads. Multifamily millionaire. I like this book. I'm trying to make sure. No, when you come in, and it's just, you know, you start where you come in at. Let's see. So, here's another one. Because, you know, I'm a woman, and I want to make sure I got coins. Women with Money. Everybody's got, at this point, everybody's got Atomic Habits, right? I think everybody and their mama got this book, right? I have, let's see. Like, I have every real estate book, like, that's popular, right? I have all the $1 Million Listing Agents. I have all their books. Ryan, Altman, I got all their books. I know everybody does not like Grant Cardone, but I have some of his books, like Be Obsessed or Be Average. I have the 10X Rule. For the ladies, because she was on Bigger Pockets too. The only woman in the room, like, ladies, because I'm the auctioneer, right? So I'm usually the only woman in the room. So it's like stories about women investing in real estate and being successful. Of course, I have Think and Grow Rich. We all got that book, Think and Grow Rich. The 10X Rule. Of course, I have all of Keller Williams' books, The Shift, The One Thing. I got so many books. Like, you see just these right here. Like, it's a whole bookshelf behind you that you can't even see, full of books, right? I'm trying to see what's over there that y'all might want to know. I don't know, you guys. I like a lot of business books. I like a lot of real estate books. I like the motivational books, right? I like that. Like, I'm one of those people, you guys. I resonate, and I've always said this, like I resonate with that. Y'all gonna be like, Ashley, that kind of beast mode, right? Beast mode, like that Mamba mentality. I resonate with people like that. I always say, like, for me, entrepreneurs and athletes, like, we can identify with each other. Like, I love, okay, y'all, so I watch, these are my guilty pleasures. I haven't even told anybody this before, y'all. But I love watching all those, like, I'm not a big sports fan as far as watching the games, but I love all those, like, Hard Knocks. I love, like the behind the scenes reality shows for the athletes, right? The football ones, like, y'all know what I'm talking about, like Hard Knocks. There's the other one, like, there's this basketball one. Like, I watch all of them, right? I love to see, like, athletes. There's this one show, you guys, where it's like guys who used to be in the NFL and they're trying to get back in the NFL, right? Like, they're training to get their one more shot again, right? There's other shows. What are they, like the kids who play for like JUCO, junior college, and they're trying to make it to, like, D1, or they're trying. I love those shows, right? I love that determination, that, you know what I mean? I can resonate with athletes on that part. Like, of course, we all love Kobe, right? Because that Mamba mentality. I love that. I love watching shows like that, like the behind the scene, to see who really is out here, like, grinding, right? I love those things, right? And I can relate to that. Like, I can't ever, like, even when I got in real estate, right? When I got in real estate at 21, I never got in real estate being like, as long as I just close a couple of deals and my bills are paid, I'll be okay. That's never been my mentality. Like, I came in real estate at 21 and was like, I want to be the rookie of the month. Like, I want to sell the most houses. Like, I'm like, you are not going to outwork me. That's, like, always my mentality, right? So I feel like, it's always been that with me. And I know a lot of people are like, Ashley, you're a girl. You shouldn't be like beast. Baby, I am. Like, that whole beast mode, that whole grind, get out and make it happen. I'm all for it. I love that. Love it. That resonates with me. And I always see that with athletes, like those super athletes, right? The ones who get up early, who stay up late, who are still in the gym grinding. I'm like, that's what it takes to be successful. So my point is, I have a lot of books that are like Relentless. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that book, Relentless. I got it. It's somewhere. I have Relentless. I have From Good to Great. It's somewhere. I gotta see. I was trying to see where it is on the show. But I love those kind of things, right? I resonate with people who go all in, right? Who sacrifice, who give up everything, and just, I love that. I love that. So I have a lot of books basically that are like motivational. Relentless, that's a really good book. Those kind of things resonate with me, right? What else? From Good to Great, that's another really good book. It's like Kobe's coach wrote a book. Did he write Relentless, or he wrote? I have it on my bookshelf, you guys. I'm trying to see. Not that I can see without my glasses on, but I'm over here trying to see if I can squint and see it. Which really, like, can I? But anyway, I like books like that, right? And I like real estate books, of course, so I can read them. I've got a ton of books over there. Of course, Think and Grow Rich. We all have all of those books. So I am a book reader. I absolutely am. I've always been that. I envision at the beach house in Florida, I'm going to have a huge, like, bookshelf, right? I have, even in real estate, like when I used to work with like super wealthy clients, they all have like bookshelves full of books, right? And I'm like, that's when you got to read books, right? And when I get my beach house, I'm gonna have a huge bookshelf too, right? I got the bookshelves now, but you know what I mean? You want like a big bookshelf in your house. Well, I do. So, I will try to share more books with you all, right? I love a good podcast. I know everybody listens to Bigger Pockets podcast. I listen to that too. I like Alex Hermosi. Jana knows. I like listening to him. I resonate with people who just work. You know what I mean? Like, I used to, like, I remember my motto for, I think, 2020, maybe 2019. One year, you know, every year you got to have, like, your motto for the year, right? And one year it was like, you can't outwork me. Like, you will not outwork me. And that was my whole theme for the year. Like, can't nobody outwork me, right? So I resonate with things like that. Like, being in real estate, being a real estate broker, right? I've been all the positions. I've been an agent. I've also been a broker over a whole firm, right? And you learn that there's always, and I think it's with everything. It's with our economy, with jobs, with real estate. I think athletes, like the top 1% always rise to the top. And being a broker and having a whole firm of agents, you're going to have those couple of agents who outwork everybody, right? The top 1%, they bring in the deals, they work, you know what I mean? They grind. And then there's the rest of the people who kind of, you know, if I close a couple of deals, it's okay, right? And then you have other people that just hang in their license. That's just what it is. So it's always interesting to see. And like there's a top 1% in the country, right? That has the most wealth. So, you know, it's interesting to see. But I resonate with the people who get up and get it together, right? I don't ever, you know, when people are like, oh, as long as I pay my bills, I'm happy. I'm like, okay, you're not my type of people, right? Our work ethic is not going to be on the same level. Let me just be honest. So, you know, it is what it is. No shade. No shade. I just recognize how I operate and how other people operate. So that's what I was saying is those are a lot of books that I have, right? Real estate books, and then, like, you know, those motivational get yourself together kind of books. So, okay, you guys, that is it. I have been on here an hour. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter because I've been sending out emails. I sent out an email today. Check your spam. Check your spam. I sent out an email today. And that's how I kind of keep you posted on when I'll be on here, when I'll have a masterclass. You know what I'm saying. So, you guys. Oh, I'm going to put this. I'll add this to, everybody asked about this too, the brochure. I will make this customizable, you guys, and then y'all can, like, get the brochure. I made this, like, avoiding foreclosure. You see this? Like, and if somebody's in foreclosure and they're about to lose their house, like, within a week, I will take this to their house, right? So, a lot of people are asking about brochures, door hangers, stuff like that. I will make this customizable, and you can just, like, change the picture. Don't have my picture on the back of your stuff. Picture, your own information, and you know what? And you can use this as a brochure if you want to look professional. Okay, you guys? So, if y'all don't have any more questions, you guys, we're going to wrap up this Sunday. It's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. I will be back next Sunday, you guys, with some more information. I'm on Instagram, Your Agent Ashley. I'm on YouTube. I'm going to upload some more videos on YouTube. I said I'm going to do that. More videos. Right now, it's just the lives, but I will come back with more videos on YouTube. So, Instagram, Your Agent Ashley, that is my main platform. Get in the stories. Get with the stories. I'm always posting in my stories. If you have any questions, youragentashley@gmail.com. If y'all don't have anything else, all mine's clear. I hope everybody has a great week. You guys have a great week. I will see you next. All my links are down below. Okay? So all the links are down below. You can subscribe if you would like to. If what I've said has intrigued you, you can absolutely subscribe. So, okay, you guys, that's all I got. If you need me, shoot me an email. I'm on Instagram. We got this. Have a great week. Be productive. Execute. Do your best. Don't let anybody outwork you. I mean, unless you like a job. You know what I mean? Then that's kind of different. On your own personal business. Work, work for yourself. You know what I mean? So, okay, you guys. I hope y'all have a great week. I was doing a challenge. Were you doing? Cool. Okay, you guys. Have a great week. Email me. subscribe. You know what y'all know what to do. Have a great week. I'm here if you need me. We're all gonna hang up on 3. You ready? 1, 2,